everyone and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to automate lead generation for real estate agencies using WhatsApp. So I am an owner of a real estate agency business and I receive multiple inquiries as WhatsApp messages from my leads. Now replying to each one of them individually and manually is a very time-consuming process as I receive multiple leads every single day. So to solve this problem, I have created a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. So now as I've created this bot, whenever I receive any of the inquiries by the leads on WhatsApp, automatically this bot is going to give the reply to all of them. Not only that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the data of the lead as this bot is going to collect the leads data automatically in my Google Sheets and create it as a systematic record as well. And for that, I'm going to build a connection between Pabbly Chatflow and Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. So now if you want to learn this entire process step by step of how I'm going to create this amazing bot and how I'm going to create a connection between the bot and Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect, for that, I'm going to take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So as an owner of a real estate business, I often receive numerous property inquiries on WhatsApp from my potential clients. Replying to each one of them manually for each message, understanding their needs and collecting their data became overwhelming and prone to errors. So to solve that, I have built a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow to automate the entire lead collection process. The chatbot smartly asks users about the type of property that they are looking for, like apartments, houses or commercial spaces, and then collects their full name and contact number. Once the information is collected, I use Pabbly Connect to instantly add the details in my Google Sheets for record keeping. This automation helps me respond to each lead instantly, avoiding manual data entry and never miss a sales opportunity. Using WhatsApp chatbot and Pabbly Connect has streamlined my lead generation, made my process more professional and improved my overall conversion rate. And I'm going to build the WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow and connect this chatbot to Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. First of all, I'm going to show you how this amazing WhatsApp chatbot and the connection using Pabbly Connect works in real time. I'm going to send an inquiry towards this bot through WhatsApp. So right over here, I'm going to write the message as, so this is the inquiry that I have. Hello, I'm interested in buying property. I'm going to send this message towards this bot right here. And as soon as I'm going to do that, within few seconds, you can see this bot has replied to me. Hello there, welcome to Nova Nest Realty. Looking forward to buy a dream property? We can help you with that. Please select a property type to get started, okay? I want to see an apartment, so I'm going to select the option apartment right here. As soon as I've selected the apartment, I have received the list of the apartments. So I'm going to open the list. I want a 3 BHK apartment. So I'm going to select this option and send it right here. As I've done that, it says a 3 BHK apartment gives you the space you need to live, work and relax in style. Okay. I want to move ahead with this option. So I'm going to click on this button right here. As I've done that, it is asking for my name. So for the name over here, I'm going to write it as test user as my name. Okay. As I'm going to send the name, it is asking for my phone number. For the phone number, I'm going to enter my dummy mobile number and send it towards this bot. As I've sent the number, I've received a message. Thank you, test user. Your details has been received. Our property advisor will contact you shortly with the listing tailored to your preferences. You can reply property anytime to explore more, okay? So you can see right over here, I have received this message. And if I'm going to open my Google Sheets, you can see right over here, the record of my leads details has also been created over here, okay? You can see the name is test user. This was the name that we have forwarded. And this is the mobile number. You can see this is the same mobile number right here. So in this manner, this amazing WhatsApp chatbot is going to work and the connection between WhatsApp and Google Sheets is going to work using Pabbly Connect. And we're going to create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot first using Pabbly Chatflow. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Chatflow, that is www.pabbly.com/chatflow. After browsing the website, Pabbly Chatflow's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you will find two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Chatflow account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So go ahead and sign up and explore Pabbly Chatflow more, okay? I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Chatflow account right here. Then you can find the All Pabbly Apps section where you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides. From which, as I want to use Pabbly Chatflow, so I'm going to click on this Access Now button right here. And as I've done that, you can see we have landed towards Pabbly Chatflow's dashboard. Pabbly Chatflow is an amazing application using which you can manage your WhatsApp conversations and even send WhatsApp messages in your business. As you're going to sign up into Pabbly Chatflow account, you will receive 100 free credits using which you can explore our Pabbly Chatflow features more. In order to set up your own WhatsApp number, you have to click on this Add WhatsApp number where you will find two options to set up your account. One is the WhatsApp Connect, other one is the Manual Token Connect. If you want to learn both of these tutorials of how you can set up your Pabbly Chatflow account, you can find the links in the description box below. Pabbly Chatflow provides multiple features like inbox, contacts, team queues, templates, broadcasts, flows, AI assistant, activity log, settings, under which you will find multiple options. If you want to learn about each and every feature of Pabbly Chatflow briefly, you can find the tutorials of each and every feature in the description box below. Okay? So now let us get started by creating this amazing WhatsApp chatbot. For creating a WhatsApp chatbot in Pabbly Chatflow account, we have to create a new flow. For that, from the left side of the section, go to Flow and Flows section right here. Then you will land towards the Flow Builder page of your Pabbly Chatflow account. So now to create a new flow, you have to click on this Add Flow button right here. Then you can see a new flow has been created in my Pabbly Chatflow account. We have to first rename this flow that we are creating. So for the name of the flow, I'm going to give it as Automate Lead Generation for Real Estate Agencies Using WhatsApp. Okay, so this is the name you can see right over here of this flow. After renaming the flow, firstly, we have to set up this trigger. What is this trigger? This is a trigger using which this flow is going to start. In trigger, we have multiple options, that is keyword regex, user starts conversation, template selected, WhatsApp template delivered, contact added to contact list, custom field updated, tag assigned. Okay, I am going to select the trigger event that I have in the name of keyword regex match. Over here, I have two options to trigger this flow. One is the keyword, other is the regex. So over here in the keyword section, if I'm going to enter any of the keywords, let's suppose my keyword is hello. I'm going to write it and press enter key to save the keyword. So in this manner, I can add multiple keywords right over here. And if any of the users send these keywords as a WhatsApp message towards this bot is going to be triggered from here. Okay. And next is regex. Regex is a short for regular expressions. It is a special pattern or sequence of characters used to find, match or filter specific text. For regex, I have a special character that is going to trigger this entire flow if I receive any of the messages from the users towards this bot. So I'm going to enter that special character right here. So this is the special character regex that I have that is going to trigger this bot by any of the messages that we receive from our users. Okay. If you want to use the same regex in your flow as well, you can find this character in the description box below. Okay. So now after setting up our trigger right over here, now what message should be forwarded towards the user after we receive their message? I am going to send this message right here that is going to welcome the user and give them number of options. Okay. For that, we have to firstly drag this point from here and drop it in this field. Content type over here is going to be text plus button. In the text, we are going to send a welcome message. So for the text over here, I'm going to write it as. So this is the text that I've written right here. Hello there, welcome to Nova Nest Realty. Looking to buy your dream property? We can help you with that. Please select a property type to get started. Okay. So this is the message that I have. That is going to be the welcome message. Okay. After sending this message, I want to add options over here in this text as well. For that, we're going to add buttons over here. For that, click on this add button. I have 3 buttons, so I'm going to add 3 buttons right here. In a message, you can add only maximum number of 3 buttons. Now over here, firstly, we have to name all the buttons. So for the name of the buttons, I'm going to write it as. So these are the name of my buttons: apartment, house, and commercial space. Using any of the options, the customer, the user is going to receive the list. The list that we are going to send is going to show the number of options that they can have under these categories. Okay. So now for adding a list over here in this flow, over here from the message section, you will find the option list. Drag it and drop it in this field. Okay. Firstly, we have to name the list right here. For the header of my list, I'm going to write it as, the header is Nova Rest Realty List, okay? And for the body of this list, I'm going to write it as, so you can see right over here, the body is awesome. What kind of apartment are you looking for? Please select from the options below. Now, after the body over here, we have to add a section. This first section is for the option that is apartment. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to name the section over here as apartment. And in this section, I will add two items, two types of categories that the customer will receive under the category that is apartment. So I'm going to add the items right here. We have to name the items over here. So I'm going to enter the title of both of these items as, so these are the items in this list, 2 BHK apartment and 3 BHK apartment. If you have more categories under the section that is apartment, you can add more items from here, okay? So now as I've created this list, I'm going to connect this apartment dot with this list right here. So if the customer will select the option apartment, they will receive the list under which they will receive these two options, that is 2 BHK apartment and the 3 BHK apartment, okay? Now over here in the similar manner, I have these sections for house and commercial space as well, okay? I have two categories under these options as well. So I'm going to create the list for both of these sections as well right here. So I'm going to add these lists, okay? For the house option, I have added a list for the house in which I've added two options, independent villa and duplex house, okay? And next is commercial space in which I have office space and retail shop, okay? So now if any of the customers selects any of these options, let's suppose customer select the option 2 BHK apartment, I want to send them a short description of what is 2 BHK apartment, okay? For that, simply from this point of 2 BHK apartment, I'm going to drag it and drop it in this field. Content type is going to be text plus button. And for the text over here for the 2 BHK apartment, I'm going to write it as, you can see right we have added the message for 2 BHK apartment. A 2 BHK apartment is perfect for couples or small families looking for a comfortable modern living space. Located in safe, well-connected areas, these homes offer great value and convenience. Okay, you can see right over here, this is the description of this apartment. In the similar manner, I have description for all the categories that I've added in all the list. So I'm going to add all the box right over here. And you can see right over here, I've added each of the boxes. Okay, this box is for the 3 BHK apartment. This is for the independent villa. You can see right over here. This box is for the duplex house. In the similar manner, I've added the box for the office space and the retail shop as well. Okay. So now if any of the customers selects any of the preference from the list, they will receive this message. After they will receive this message, what I want is I want to collect the leads data. I want to collect their name and their phone number. For that, what I'm going to do is to move forward with this flow, I'm going to add a button in these boxes right here. And I'm going to name this button over here as move ahead. Okay. Using this button, if a customer likes their option that is 2 BHK apartment, let's suppose, they will click on this button, move ahead, and the next option is going to be forwarded to them. Okay. In the similar manner, I'm going to add all these buttons in all these sections right here. Okay. So I've added all the options of move ahead right over here. Okay. Now with this option move ahead, I want to ask further questions to my customer. So all these buttons are going to move towards a single direction. They will receive same sets of messages if they select the option move ahead in any of these boxes right here. So for that, what I'm going to do is, as I want to ask a question after they select this button, I'm going to add an ask question field over here in this flow. And I'm going to connect this question to all these buttons that I have created in all these boxes right here. So I'm going to make the connection. So you can see I've built all the connections right over here for all the buttons. Okay. So now we are going to ask our first question. I want to collect the full name from my user. So for the question, I'm going to write it as, so this is the question that I have. Great. Before we send you the best options, could you please share your full name? Okay. So over here, the customer is going to share me their full name after this question. Where can I save the answer of this question? For that, you can use this amazing feature by Pabbly Chatflow, that is select contact custom field. You can create contact custom field. Under setting, you can go towards this contact custom field section where you can create contact custom field according to your requirement. And in the contact custom field, you can save the data of your leads. Okay. I have created a contact custom field in the name of full name in which the answer of the full name of my lead is going to be saved. Okay. The format of the reply I'm going to receive over here as text. Number of attempts, I'm going to give a single attempt. And for the message over here, for the validation message, I'm going to write it as error. What is the validation message? Let's suppose towards this question, a customer doesn't reply to the selected format, that is text. So they will receive a validation message of error. Okay. So now this is the first question that I'm going to send towards my customer. If they select the button, move ahead. Next, I want to correct my lead's mobile number. So I'm going to add another ask question field right here. I'm going to connect both of these questions. Now my question over here is going to be, so you can see right over here, this is the question. Thanks, dollar full name. What is this dollar full name? You can see over here with this question, the first question where I'm collecting the user's full name. They will reply with me with their full name and their data is going to be added in this contact custom field. I can fetch the data from this contact custom field and add it into this next message. By simply adding the contact custom field's exact name, you can see right over here, that is full name, and in front of it by simply adding a dollar sign. And as you can see in front of the text and in the end of the text, I have added these two stars, which makes this text a bold text. Okay, this is how you can do the formatting of this text. Thanks, dollar full name. Please share your contact number so our team can get in touch with you with the best listing. Okay. So this is the question. Contact custom field I have created in the name of mobile number. So I'm going to select it, and format I'm going to select over here as any. Okay. After adding both of these questions right over here, now what I want is, I want to send the data of the full name and the phone number in my Google Sheets right here. And we are going to do that by building the connection between WhatsApp chatbot, that is Pabbly Chatflow, and Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, where you will find again two options, that is sign in or sign up for free. If you are an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I am an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. Then you will find the All Pabbly Apps section where you will see all the applications. I want to use Pabbly Connect, so I'm going to click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. And now to create a new automation in our Pabbly Connect account, we have to create a new workflow. For that, click on this Create Workflow button on the top right corner, where you will find two options to build the workflow. One is the new beta method that has been recently released. Other one is the old classic method. So I'm going to select the old classic method to create this workflow. We have to name our workflow. So for the workflow name over here, I'm going to write it as WhatsApp to Google Sheets. Okay. So this is the name of my workflow. For the folder, I'm going to save this in the workflows folder. These are the folders that I've created. And then simply I'm going to click on this create button. As I've done that, you can see over here a new workflow has been created and you will find two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other one is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up a trigger step first, in which my trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select over here as Pabbly Chatflow. As now, whenever I receive a new message from the user towards the bot that I've created, automatically the trigger Pabbly Chatflow is going to capture the response of that. And my trigger event is going to be new message received. And then you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Using the webhook URL, we are going to build the connection between Pabbly Chatflow and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. Okay. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. Now we are going to add this URL in this flow that we are creating. And how can we do that? For that, you have to simply drag the node, that is API request, into this field. Okay. We have to add this action. Now we're going to connect this action to these questions. Okay. It is asking for the webhook URL. I'm going to click on this edit button. For the request, we are going to select the method as post. As we're going to post the response towards this webhook URL, we're going to send the response. That is why we're going to select the request as post. Okay. And for the URL field, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. So the response can be forwarded towards this URL. Now, what all are the details that we want to send towards the URL? For that, we have to enter the parameters. Firstly, we have to name our first key. I want to firstly send the full name. So I'm going to select the parameter custom field as full name right over here, so that this field's data is going to be forwarded towards this URL. And for the key, I'm going to copy the name from here and paste it in this key field. and I want to send the mobile number. So I'm going to select the option over here, that is mobile number, and I'm going to copy this key field and paste it over here. Okay. So now these two data that we have collected over here in this flow is going to be forwarded towards this webhook URL. Okay. So now we have to first test this URL whether it's working or not. For that, simply click on this test button right over here. It says status 200 and it says API request successful. That means the test response has been forwarded. So if I'm going to open my workflow, you can see the test response has been captured in my trigger. For the mobile number, this is the mobile number, and for the full name, this is the test response of the full name. Okay. So now we have received the test response. That means that the webhook URL successfully added. So I'm going to save the changes that I've created right here. And this webhook is going to be successfully saved in the API request section. Okay. As now we have added this API request, then what I want is, I want to give a tag towards this contact. Okay. This contact who is going to send us all these messages is interested in property. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add a tag. For adding the tag, I'm going to click on this add tag button and drag it over here in this field. Okay. I'm going to connect this status fallback with this add tag. And for the tag, I have created a tag in the name of property lead. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to select this tag from here. If you want to create your own tags, go to settings and you will find the option tags, under which you can create multiple tags and then you can select it from the drop down over here. Okay. So now as I've added the tag of the property lead over here, now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to send a thank you message towards this lead in this similar manner you can see right here. Okay. For that, simply I'm going to drag the point of this add tag, drop it in this field. Content type is going to be text plus button. And for the message over here, I'm going to write it as, so this is the message that I have. Thank you, full name. Over here, the name is going to be added. Your details have been received. Our property advisor will contact you shortly with listing tailored to your preferences. You can reply property anytime to explore more. Noah Nest Realty. Okay. So this is the thank you message that is going to be forwarded towards my customer at the end of this flow. Okay. So now as we have added all these steps right over here, now this is how I have created this amazing flow using Pabbly Chatflow to automate lead generation for real estate agencies using WhatsApp. Okay. Now to save this flow that I've created, I'm going to click on the save button on the top right corner. It says flow updated successfully. That means now this flow is successfully saved. As now we've successfully created this flow, now we're going to complete the connection between this flow and Google Sheets. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. Now we're going to send this data in our Google Sheets. For that, I'm going to select my action application over here as Google Sheets. An action event, I'm going to select over here as add new row. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. This window is going to appear, on which click on add new connection. Then click on the sign in with Google button right here. Then you can see it is asking for me to select an account. For the account, I'm going to select the option that is right over here because I want to connect this account to Pabbly Connect. Then it is asking for the permission for the account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right here. And as I've done that, you can see Google Sheets is now been connected. Firstly, for the spreadsheet, I'm going to select over here as leads details as my spreadsheet. So for the spreadsheet, from the drop down, I'm going to select over here as leads details. And for the sheet, I have created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1. So for the sheet, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. Then it is asking for the name and the phone number. Now for the data of these fields, we are going to map the data. Mapping is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that is captured in our previous step is going to appear. It is asking for my lead's name, and this is the lead's name right over here. So I'm going to select the data of the lead's name from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. After that, it is asking for the phone number, for which I'm going to map the data of the phone number and simply click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, I have received a response which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my Google Sheets and check whether the record of these dummy details has been created in it or not. For that, I'm going to open my Google Sheets. And in my Google Sheets, you can see the record of the dummy details is now been successfully created. Full name and the phone number. Okay. That means the connection between WhatsApp and Google Sheets is now been also successfully done using Pabbly Connect. So as now the entire flow has been created and the connection between Google Sheets and WhatsApp and Google Sheets has now been successfully done, we are going to test this entire flow in real time. For that, towards this bot that I've created, I'm going to send an inquiry, and after that, I'm going to check whether automatically this bot collects all the details and add it in my Google Sheets and replies to all my messages or not. Okay. So for the message over here, I'm going to write it as, hello, I have a property inquiry. Okay, I'm going to send this message towards this bot. As I've done that, I have received the welcome message with number of options: apartment, house, and commercial space. Okay, I'm going to select the option over here, house, as I'm looking for the house right here. As I'm going to send the option, I'm going to open this list of the house. I'm looking for an independent villa, so I'm going to send this option towards this bot. It says an independent villa offers a complete privacy, spatial interiors, and your own outdoor space. Perfect for those who seek luxury living with a personal touch and a peaceful setting. Okay. Yes, this is the option that I'm looking for. So I'm going to move ahead with this option. As I'm going to do that, it is asking for my name first. So for the name over here, I'm going to write it as new user as the name. Okay. And then it is going to ask me for my phone number. So for the phone number over here, I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number right here. Okay, this is the mobile number. I'm going to send this message. As I've done that, it says, thank you, new user, your details have been received. As now I've received this thank you message, I'm going to open my Google Sheets. And yes, you can see in my Google Sheets, the record has now been successfully created of the name of the user as well as the phone number of the user. Okay. And this bot is automatically replying to all my messages as well. Okay. So now as this bot is automatically replying and we have successfully added the data of our lead in Google Sheets, this means that we have now successfully created this chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow, and the connection between WhatsApp and Google Sheets using Pabbly connects, that too without need of any coding and programming skills, for the lead generation for real estate agencies using WhatsApp. So this is how you create this amazing chatbot and connection using Pabbly Chatflow and Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just this WhatsApp chatbot, you can create multiple other chatbots according to your need with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. If you have any question, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can ask us query on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can check out this link. If you want to try to create this bot for yourself, for your business, you can do it absolutely for free with the help of Pabbly Chatflow.